everyone. This is Kings from King Guitar Experience, and today we're going to be looking at our very interesting topic, which is fingerstyle on guitar. Fingerstyle is actually a pattern which you can use to spicing up your lead playing. It's often common with acoustic players to use fingers to play the guitar. Well, it is also a good skill for you to also learn as an electric guitar player, because sometimes you might just want to switch to play the acoustic guitar, or maybe the song you have to transcribe was done with an acoustic. If there's no acoustic player in your church or in your band, you can easily switch to play the fingerstyle on the acoustic guitar. And there are also some electric guitar players that also use this fingerstyle to play, to jam. So peradventure you meet a song, or you come across a song that requires you to use your finger to play that particular line of that song or that solo, and you don't know, you don't have any finger pattern or finger exercise that you've done already under your belt. How can you do that? So that's why this lesson is coming to you this moment. So just sit back, relax as usual, and watch me as I unveil the secrets to finger playing. But before I go, one more thing. Fingerstyle can, to me, to my own personal definition, I feel fingerstyle too is playing without pick. Let me use that word, playing without pick. You can just keep your pick or your plectrum on one side, then just use your fingers to play. It's very good. Sometimes playing with your fingers, spicing up the solos or whatsoever you're doing a little. There's this warm feel compared to the pick. So sometimes you just have to switch between the pick and using your fingers, and you sound awesome. So without further ado, let's dive into the guitar and reveal the secret. Stay tuned. So welcome back. What we're going to do first is we are going to assign our fingers to the strings. There's what we call standard finger placement on strings on guitar. This standard placement of fingers and the thumb on guitar is the standard. That's what the word. That's what we guitarists in the world they use. We use to play fingerstyle. But these patterns can also be altered depending. It's only in music that rules are broken and no J-terms is being attached to it. You can actually break rules in music and go home free. Fun, isn't it? But that's music for you. That's the fun about music. Anything that sounds cool in music is good to go, as long as it sounds cool. So these are standard finger placement I'm going to show to you now. You can use to play scales, chords, lines, licks, arpeggios, and more. But at every point in time, or there are some times, we are going to alter some of the finger placement or the fingerings to be able to play flawlessly or with ease with some patterns. Because some patterns on the guitar, some leads, some solos, you just find it very difficult to really negotiate and navigate the strings with these fingerings, with these standard fingerings. So therefore, we need to adjust to be able to fit. Not that we can't play with the standard fingerings, but because of speed and comfortability, we need to adjust our finger placement to be able to play these patterns flawlessly. So I'm going to start now with what I said earlier, the standard finger placement and the thumb on the guitar. So for the thumb is going to play the three low strings, which is the E, the A, and the D. So the thumb will be playing just the three low strings. And your first finger will playing the third string and the second string, while your second finger will playing the first string or the IE string. Again, your thumb will playing the three low strings, while your second finger will be playing two strings, string 3 and string 2, while your second finger, which is the middle finger, will be playing on the first string, which is the IE string. So take notes. So that is the standard fingerings for finger placement on the guitar. But me, I found it difficult to play up to speed with these fingerings. So I had to adjust my fingerings just like a bass player. Then just using my thumb to alternate between the three low E strings, which is the E, the A, and the G strings. I find it easier for me to play up to speed, and it's more comfortable with me. But you might find this other, I also use this other pattern anyway, but not often. I alternate between them depending on what I want to say with the guitar. So now I'm going to play with the standard fingerings first, then I will change back to my own that I created, that is the altered fingerings or the altered placement. So on the key of C, rather, or let's say on key of A, let's use A. I'm going to play using the standard finger placement. Play minor pentatonic scale. This is not my type, so I'm going to use my own the pattern I derived to play this scale now. So this is my own pattern. I use my two fingers, the first finger, the second finger, to just like the way you use normal pick to alternate up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So what I'm doing now, I'm using my first finger and second finger to do that exercise or that movement. I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I can just do it with one string or one note. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But if I were to use the standard fingerings that will only allow me to use the first finger to play string 3 and 2, I won't be able to play up to speed as much as I would want to. It's really actually difficult, just like running with one leg. It's very difficult. But using these two fingers, this finger 1 and finger 2, first and second finger, it is very easy for me to play up to speed with it. So that's what I use. So what you do, you first of all master the 3 low E string with just a thumb. Then you go to 3 I string, which is 3, 2, and 1, and master it with your fingers. After you have done this and you are confident with it, you can play it flawlessly. Now it's time for you to merge the two patterns together. And don't forget to also use a metronome when you are confident with it to build speed with this pattern. One thing you need to do also is to learn to do some staggerings with the scale. Some staggerings with the scale to spicing the scale a little. Some flick off, some flick up and hammer on exercises. That is the legato. You do some legato exercises with it. Then you also try to stagger notes with your fingers. Then after you have done that, the next thing you do, you will try also to play with chords. Before we go to that, before we start the chords, let me just do some of the exercises on staggering of notes and the legato exercise, which involves the hammer on and the pull off. So starting with the staggering of notes, you start with just the 3 low E strings as usual. Then after that, you go to the 3 high strings and do same. Then mesh the two together. And mind you, one thing you always do, make sure your fingers, your first finger is under the 3rd string and your second finger is under the 2nd string, just like this. Then your thumb is always either on the C string, the low E string, C string, or the 5th string, or the 4th string. Always make sure this should be your kind of home, where you always, after going up and down, to and fro, you just return to this placement. It's very important. So now I'm going to mesh the two patterns together. Use this with this exercise, staggering of notes. One thing you also need to do, you find out as you are doing this exercise, you find it difficult to really transit or change from this low this 4th string, which is the D string, and this G string, which is the 3rd string. You find it really difficult to really navigate your way through the changes from the 3rd string to the 4th string. So what you do, or what I normally do, is that I just stick to the 4th and the 3rd string and just alternate between just alternate between these 2 strings, the 4th string and the 3rd string. Just to master the transition between the 3 high strings and the 3 low strings. So that's for that. So the next exercise we're going to do now is the legato exercise, which involves what? The hammer on and the pull off or flick off. So I'm still going to use with this same pattern, this minor pentatonic scale. I'm going to do that exercise now. So like we usually do, master the first 3 low strings, then do same for the 3 high strings, then mesh the 2 patterns together. So after you've done that, the next thing to do, mind you, you can also do this with any scale, like the major scale, for example, still on A. So you can do it anywhere, any position on the guitar. You can just, on your spare time, make sure you also go to other positions of the guitar to do this exercise. So now what I'm going to do next now is to hold chord with it. So what I'm going to do now, like I'm going to use a progression here. Or let's leave that. I'm going to hold this chord, this A major, and I can just pick it with my since the thumb is always on the three low strings. The thumb will be on the fourth string, which is the D string. Then my first finger will be on the third string, which is the G string. Then my second finger will be on the second string, which is the B string, and I'll just pluck. So that's it. So if you want to play line with it, like as I was doing in the intro, you can play line with it with same root, with your thumb playing just the three low strings, and your fingers playing the three high E strings. So that's for that. Do this exercise, use it with other leads or lines. Just try and make sure you are sticking to the rules. Your thumb is always on the three low strings, then your fingers is on the three high strings. Make sure you start very, very slowly and build speed with time. Remember, as a child, you must crawl before you can run. So let me just add this to it. This under finger pattern or finger style on guitar used by most acoustic guitar players. It is known as the bass pluck. So let's take this example using the G chord, G open chord. So what you do is your thumb will be on the C string, which is the low E string. Then your first finger will be under the third string, like that's the G string. Then your second finger will be under the B string, which is the second string. Then your third finger will be under the high E string, which is the first string. So you just have to do something like this. This motion very softly. You pull this number one string, number two and third string, that is the high E string, the B string and the G string. you pull it up very slightly. After you've mastered this exercise, then you do this same with your thumb. Then after you've done that, you try and do both exercises together by plucking the strings. So that's what we call bass pluck. After you master that, it's now time for us to do some chord progression. It's transitioning between chords. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play two chord progression alternative between the G open chord and the C open chord. So it's that for that. You can also use just your thumb to strum. You can also do something like this, as if you were holding a pick. Just assume you are holding a pick. But now you are going to be using your first finger and use this the front of your finger, this part, to strum with your thumb at the back supporting it, or rather your thumb on top of the pad of your first finger, as if you're holding a pick, to strum. This one is when you want to use you want to apply dynamics. You know what we call dynamics in music: loudness or softness. You want to be loud, sometimes you want to be slow, you want to be soft sometimes. So when you want to be loud, maybe for example you were doing something like this, something that is very soft. But when you want to be violent, you want to add this more feel, this aggression on the guitar, you have to use this finger style to play it. So that's for that. Then also, if you want to be more aggressive and you want more power, you add your second fingers. These are what I discovered on my own. I'm not saying somebody do this style. I just feel like this one finger for me, this first finger is not enough for the aggression I really needed on the guitar. So I added this second finger to it. I experimented with it and I found out that it was good and it's okay. So I added this second finger to the first finger for more dynamics, for the thing for the aggression to be more aggressive. Let me use that word. To be more aggressive. So I'm going to use my two fingers now, the first and second finger now together to strum. So that's for that. So just keep on practicing. Remember to start very slowly and build speed with your metronome. Thanks. Alright, welcome back from that lesson. I hope that lesson was really exposed you to fingerstyle on guitar. There are also other fingerstyle on guitar too, outside the ones I gave to you. But those are the basic fingerstyle you need as a beginner. There are tons of them online, and you can be creative with it. You can form your own style from it. But first of all, you just have to master the basic and master some of the uh, the standard finger style out there before uh, creating your own finger style or finger pattern. So that's for that. If you have any question, you can leave a comment at the comment section on my channel, and please do not forget to like this video, also to share this video with your friends and other guitarists out there that are finding fingerstyle difficult to play on guitar. Then don't also forget to subscribe to my channel at King's Guitar Experience. Uh, until then, look forward to seeing you again on the other side. Thanks for watching again, and peace be unto you. Bye bye.